things people talk about anxiety, success, all of the elements.
Hello everybody, Dr. Rick Wallace dropping in on you. Hope everybody is having an awful start to the day and a good ending to their week. No matter what's going on in your life, remember that there's always an opportunity to press that reset button and recalibrate your perspective and view things through a lens of possibility rather than a lens of failure or disturbance. You choose how you are going to approach every situation by how you view it. Keep that in mind. I actually am dropping in to kind of share something similar to you from a real live perspective and of who I am and what I'm currently dealing with and going through, and inviting you in. I've shared with you the fact that back in March, I had multiple heart attacks over the course of a 6-day period. At least 5, maybe even 6, but at least 5 heart attacks. 3 minor, 2 major. The last led to a surgical process to address a 90% blockage in my main artery, leading to my heart. And so there were some things that came along with that. Obviously, when you have that much blockage, it's impacting your heart's ability to push blood and oxygen throughout your body. So it has a number of different ramifications. What most people don't realize is it also damages the heart because it limits oxygen to the heart and damages certain parts of the heart. So there's a healing process that has to take place. I'm currently talking about this because it's been almost 6 months since the incident, and I'm on my way to the cardiologist for my 6-month checkup to see what type of progress I've made, what work needs to be done, and to get an evaluation of just where I'm at in comparison to where I was and where I would like to be. This is a microcosm of life, that things don't always go the way you want them to. Things don't happen always on your terms. It's not always going to be, this is what I want and this is what I get. Life is a lot about how you handle the disruptions and disturbances that are inevitable in your life. I tell people a lot of time, pain is inevitable. Suffering is a choice. What do you mean by that, Doc? I mean that you're not going to circumvent pain in this life. You're not going to circumvent disappointment. You're not going to circumvent setbacks and all of the other things that are a part of life. You will not circumvent all of the things that cause you discomfort. You're going to encounter them. How you deal with them, how you perceive them, how you identify when you deal with them. Do you understand the fact that you're built for the battle that you are about to encounter? Do you understand that no matter what happens, that you have the ability to rise above what you're going through? Or will you identify with what's causing your pain at a level that you perpetuate it? Now that's suffering. Suffering is when you identify with the problem in your life at a level that you begin to connect with it and expect it. And then you consistently wallow in it. We don't do that. And so I'm sitting up and I'm going here, and I don't know what I'm going to hear. I know what I want to hear. I know what I want the prognosis to be. I know what I want the assessment to show, but I don't know what it will show. What I do know is that no matter what it shows, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to engage it in a way that makes it better than it is when I hear it. And if it's a great report, I want it to be greater the next time I go in. If it's a bad report, that means I've got a lot more work to do. It's a part of life. I've been there in every area of my life, in business, in marriage, in parenting, in finances. You're going to have these ebbs and flows in life. And if you sit up and you allow yourself to be consumed by a circumstance or a situation or a moment, it will literally hinder your growth, hinder your progression, increase health issues because of anxiety and stress. There are things that you can change immediately. There are other things that will require you to put in long, hard work in order to see the change, but the change is possible. You cannot get caught up in expecting instantaneous gratification in every endeavor you engage in. That's not how things work in this life. So I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to stand up and face things in life. When I talk to my clients, it's about giving them a lens through which they can see life and see beyond the difficulty and the darkness and the frustration and the limitations and all of the things that have been prevalent. I give them a lens that shows them that there's something else out there that they can have access to, but it's going to require some work. It's going to require that you change your thinking. It's going to require that you be patient with the process. See, so many people want promise. They want the promise of life. They want the promise of whatever it is that their potential, but they don't necessarily want to deal with the process. The thing I can tell you is this: process always precedes promise. Absolutely, each and every time. There is no attainment of the promise without there first being an endurance of the process. You are going to have to be willing to allow yourself to be molded, shaped, groomed, pushed down, and pressed together in order for your promise to come. You're going to have to endure the process. I encourage you. I lift you up, and I want you to have the best. And so that's my moment of inspiration for Friday. Also, don't forget, we are doing, backed by popular demand, the 30-day challenge. It's an opportunity for people who couldn't normally be in a situation or a position to work with me, can get to work with me. I'm excited. I'm taking the first 30 people. Check out the link in the description box of this video and find out how you can take part in it. The beautiful thing is, not only are you going to get this 30-day challenge and all that comes with it, you also get entered into a lottery in which I'm going to draw a name, and the name that I draw, that person will receive a platinum package. That is a 52-week package. 52 weeks, a year of working with yours truly on a one-on-one basis to accomplish something phenomenal, something exceptional, something extraordinary. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. Now I'm about to get up here and see what the cardiologist has to tell me, and then I'll get back to you guys on that. I'll let you know about my journey. My journey has been one of fulfillment. It has not been easy, but it's definitely been one of fulfillment. And I'm going to share some of the things that I deal with and go through. I'm going to let you see how life flows. But, you know, it's easy to talk about the accolades, but there are some processes that are a part of that, and I want to share all of that with you. So with that being said, I'm going to jump off of here. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Hey everybody, it's me just checking back in. Just left the doctor's office. A great report. Still got some work to do, not 100%. Got to come back in roughly 5 months, the beginning of January, and we are going to do another checkup. But lungs are clear, heart is getting stronger. Still got a ways to go. Still dealing with some fluid retention because of the medication. But overall, still got, better report than I actually anticipated. There's still some work in areas I've got to do some work in, and I'm aware of that, but I'm good. So I'm going to definitely be looking to improve in diet and exercise, something I'm already working on, but I'm going to work on it harder. I'm excited about that. Just wanted to drop in. I know I did the first part of the video on the way up there, and I kind of just wanted to bring you guys in. I've heard the news. Now I make the adjustment. I look through it through the lens that I look through everything, that I'm grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful for an opportunity to change the things that need to be changed and do better than I've done, to become better than I am. And I'm challenging you to do the same thing again. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the prayers. Thanks for the well wishes. All that you guys have done over the last almost 6 months. I really do appreciate it. We're well on our way. I feel great. Still got a lot to do. Thing that I'm having to work on the most is managing my workload. I can't do as much as I used to, and it drives me nuts. But I'm working on that. And you guys keep me lifted, and we'll be checking in. Have an awesome day. Don't forget about that 30-day challenge. I'm out of here.
Hello everybody, Dr. Rick Wallace here, dropping in with a little special announcement. For those who have followed me for any stretch of time, you know, outside of the businesses that I run, like Myriad Business Solutions, the Visionetics Institute, Odyssey Media Group, I also do a great deal of work inside of the inner city communities in Houston, Dallas, and other areas. I'm asking now, as we push a fundraiser, that you support what the Odyssey Project is doing in the inner cities, especially with programs like Black Men Lead, which is a rite of passage initiative, and Restoring Ghetto's Forgotten Daughters, which is a program focused on helping young girls, but boys as well, suffering from childhood sexual abuse, rape, molestation, domestic abuse, absentee fatherhood, and so many other things. The information will be in the box. Thank you.
From a conceptual perspective, people talk about a desire to be successful. All of the elements